You've been told your whole life that the answer is out there somewhere. Go travel, go experience things, go find yourself. I'm here to tell you that's the wrong instruction. And everything you've been handed about who you are and who you're supposed to become is built on that same flawed premise. So let's talk about it. The idea of finding yourself isn't new. It's been romanticized in literature for over a century. Jack Kerouac wrote the famous novel On the Road about this very thing. Get in a car, drive somewhere with no destination, and trust that somewhere along the way you'll find what you're looking for. Hermann Hesse's Siddhartha, Robert Pirsig's Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance, the entire concept of a vision quest. These are beautiful works, and they've sold a very seductive idea to generation after generation of people who feel lost. The idea is this: there's a true version of you already out there, you just haven't found it yet. Go look for it, and once you do, once you find yourself, everything clicks into place. But here's the problem with that. If you spend your whole life searching for something that doesn't exist, something you've been told exists but has no actual location, no form, no coordinates, you're going to spend your whole life searching and searching and searching. I know people in their 40s and 50s who are still doing it, still waiting, still telling themselves that the right job, the right relationship, the right city is going to be the thing that finally makes them feel like themselves. That's not a journey, that's a loop. Around and around you go, doing the same things and achieving the same results. Now, I'm not here to tell you that self-exploration is worthless. Experience matters. Reflection matters. Failures matter. What I'm telling you is that the framework is wrong. Finding implies there's something already formed, just waiting to be uncovered. Like you're an artifact buried in the ground and the right experience is the brush that reveals you. But that's not how identity works. Identity is not discovered. Identity is constructed. This isn't just my opinion. It's what the Stoics understood 2,000 years ago, what Buddhist philosophy has been pointing at for millennia. It's what modern psychology has confirmed through decades of research on self-concept, neuroplasticity, and behavioral change. The self is not a fixed thing you uncover. The self is an ongoing act of creation. That means the question isn't, who am I? The question is, who am I deciding to become? And more importantly, what am I actually doing about it? I want to tell you a little bit about why I'm qualified to say this. It's not because I read the right books or met the right people or went to the right places. It's because I've built myself 3 different times. I had a record deal. I toured around the country. I made albums. I was a full-time musician for a significant part of my early adult life. That identity was real. I built it deliberately. Then I walked away from it and built a career in advertising. I wrote a Super Bowl commercial. I sat in rooms with some of the sharpest minds in the business and learned how to make ideas land. That identity was also real. Then I became a full-time options day trader. Different world, different skill set, different version of myself. Here's what those 3 careers have in common. None of them were found. Every single one was constructed through deliberate intention, through the hard work of building systems, and through fidelity to the person I decided I was going to be. That 3-part process, intention, creation, execution, is what I call the ICE framework. It's the main engine that powers everything else. You don't drift into a life, you build one. Or you don't, and you spend your whole life wondering why nothing feels right. So what does building your identity actually require? After 3 careers, after years of studying Stoicism, Buddhism, Taoism, existentialism, and modern psychology, after a lot of failures and a lot of reconstruction, I landed on 4 main pillars. First, it takes willpower. Not the motivational poster version, the real kind. The decision to act even when you don't feel like it or you're afraid to do it. The ability to take the first step towards your vision. Next, it takes order, structure, systems, the ability to govern yourself. A life without order is a life that runs you instead of the other way around. Next, it takes love. Genuine love for the vision you're building, for the work, for the people in your life. Love is what makes the whole thing worth something. And finally, it takes fidelity. Faithfulness to your vision. Fidelity to who you've decided to become, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. Willpower, order, love, fidelity. W.O.L.F. That's the framework this entire philosophy is built on. And over the course of this channel that I'm building right now, starting with this video and in this book, I'm going to break down every single piece of it in detail. Not as motivation, not as hype, but as a strategy for living. Most of us were told some version of the same story growing up. And that story goes something like, grow up, settle down, fit in, find your place. And for a lot of us, something about that story never sat quite right. You might have experienced this yourself, that feeling of restlessness, the quiet inner voice that asked, this can't be all there is, right? That voice wasn't confusion. That voice was clarity. You don't need to find yourself. You need to decide who you're going to build. So stop searching and start building. I'm Patrick, and this is the W.O.L.F mindset. If you're done finding and ready to start creating, then you're already exactly where you're supposed to be. This is my new book, The W.O.L.F Mindset. In fact, this is the very first copy ever produced, the proof copy. It's why you see this little stripe right here that says not for resale across the front. But if you want the whole picture of this strategy, get this book. It's available on Amazon in paperback and Kindle formats right now. And if you like what you've just watched, subscribe to the channel for more videos examining the W.O.L.F mindset framework. Because in the coming months, I'll be creating more videos that dig deeper into every facet of this book, so stay tuned. I'll see you soon.